762 tons. It's crazy. It's just like a zigzag the whole way. This is how cold it is. Getting wrapped up. Put my neck scarf on. I got my pollution mask, not for the pollution, but for the cold air. So, on to Chiang Mai. No helmet, no helmet. Foreigner with no helmet. We made it to Chiang Rai. So a few things we've noticed that are different between Thailand and Vietnam is Day 3 here in Pai. We're at another sunset spot called Two Huts, and we read that it gets a little bit busy, but not too crowded.
I read a review that it was busy.
And it's absolutely crazy. And
every tourist in Pai is here.
Yeah, I think so. And the sunset is even better than last night, which last night was epic. I don't even know how this could be better, but it's pretty much better, right?
Is it?
Well, the view. So we haven't done many videos today. Been a bit of a work day actually. It was a bit of a relaxation day. We didn't do any trips or anything. And then I had a podcast emergency, which you're probably thinking like, how do you have a podcast emergency? I had a podcast emergency today, so I had to do quite a bit of work. So that's all right because we didn't have much planned. So we just chilled out, been a few coffee shops, been a digital nomad. And now we're finished for the day, we're here for sunset. We're maybe going to go for a massage finally tonight. Check out the town again, have some food for sure. The food is so good. This night market has just so much food and we haven't even eaten half of it. No, we probably had nearly half of it now.
I'm not sure
so
that
much.
you could eat. There's so much food there.
There is so much food. What's been your favourite food so far at the night market?
I can't remember. We had a tea leaf salad last night, which was pretty epic.
That was amazing. Tea leaf salad is from Burma. We've had that when we went to Burma or Myanmar, whatever you call it. Myanmar? We'll go with Myanmar. And it's really, really good, the tea leaf salad, and they had one of them here, and that was really, really good. If you ever come across a tea leaf salad, I would recommend that. So look at the sunset right now. And as you can see, everyone else agrees that it's a really good sunset. Apart from those that are facing the other way.
Like?
The guys playing football.
Oh.
Most people are facing the right way. I think this might be the most epic sunset we've seen so far.
In life?
No, on this trip, but maybe in life. This is
it's pretty good.
This is
I don't think we've
amazing.
stayed this long, which helps. You gotta wait for the after effects.
So one of the things we've noticed, we've known photographers, if you're going to do a sunset photograph, the best actual views are about an hour to 2 hours after the sun sets, and everyone makes this mistake. We do it as well, where they're like, oh, sunset's at 6:02, so let's go for 6:02, and then the sun sets, and you're like, all right, bye. And then, what's the time now?
6:40?
So it's about 20-40 minutes after.
Well, the sun dipped over the mountain and then obviously hit the horizon at 6:15. It's been 25 minutes since actually sun.
And it just keeps getting better and better. I'll look away for a second, then I'll look up and I'm like, whoa, it's changed! It's so much better. And then the video right now and the camera cannot get how stunning this is. I don't know, we've done a lot of stunning sunsets over the years.
Of course, yeah.
And
this one's beautiful.
Yeah. You never get bored of them. It's so weird that something happens every single day.
That's what I always say to you. We as humans are the sun rises and sets every day. But on holiday especially, it's what are we doing for sunrise? What are we doing for sunset?
Even in Saigon though, because we've got a nice view of the sunset. The sunset is pretty stunning.
It sets every day.
Yeah.
Even in Saigon.
No, but it's stunning. But I think as well there is something about the sunset in Southeast Asia. Because I remember our first trip to Bangkok and the sun setting at the end of a street and just looking and the sky was bright red. I don't think that's the same in every area of the world. You think it is? Well, we did go to El Paso a couple of years ago and the sunset there was stunning as well.
The sun does set beautifully in most places in the world.
It's not Glasgow.
As long as you have a view of the sky.
Well, not Glasgow because it's cloudy the whole time. So
that's true. Maybe that's why you appreciate it.
Maybe that's why I appreciate it because I'm not used to having a sunset in Glasgow.
There's not one single wisp of a cloud in the sky tonight. It's actually, last night at the canyon there was wisps. There's nothing in the sky tonight, like at all. It's like the clearest sky.
It's really clear. And the other best place in the world for sunset, as you know, is my favourite place in the world. Western Australia. Khao Sai number 4.
Number 4. We're at the night market. There's a little stall with quite a few options. I didn't really look that carefully, but they've got tables right in front of the 7-Eleven. We've been eyeing this up for 3 days now. And as we were driving by, I was like, let's just do it. Like, last chance. And it looks fucking delicious.
It's 50 baht, which is about $1.75.
Got all the fixings, the onions,
Don't you love this? This is the 7-Eleven. Every night is packed, just with people everywhere. Is it good? That looks good.
Yeah. It's really good.
Is it better than the first one we had?
The first one's so long ago, I don't really remember, but it's definitely better.
And 2
more
and 3.
in line with our expectations of the last couple. Oh, thank you.
It's day 7 in Thailand. We are now driving back from Pai to Chiang Mai, then jumping on a bus to Chiang Rai. We upgraded our bike. That last one, told you, it wasn't really a lemon, it just had the power of a lemon. Oh my god, first gear doesn't even do much. We were at 25 kilometers an hour, now we're about 17. Oh my god, come on. Yes.
A little engine that
Go, 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 go. We're getting a hot drink because it's
a hot Thai milk tea.
cold. The drive on the way here, I think we told you, so 762 tons. It's crazy. It's just like a zigzag the whole way, and then on the way here, where we are now in the middle of the mountains, there's a couple of Porsches just showing up. They're really nice.
Whoa, a couple.
Whoa, wait.
There's 5.
There's like 5 Porsches. Hold on.
Go film that.
What is going on? There's like, I've never seen this many Porsches in one place. There's 6 of them.
That's so fun.
So it's a crazy drive, and then as we showed you, the bike we had on the way here was a bit of a lemon, or had the power of a lemon.
Pro tip, 2 people get a 150 minimum.
Yeah. So,
A 125 just didn't cut it with the turns and the hills, the inclines.
yeah, so that's the other thing, it's not just the zigzags, it's zigzags on hills going up and down. Like this whole journey we've been going for about an hour so far out of 128 kilometers. We're only like 30 kilometers in.
Yeah,
We're
which means
cold.
we need to.
I know, we're cold.
up
We had
the
to
pace.
stop for a hot Thai milk tea.
Delicious.
I know we're in Thailand, so it's just a milk tea, but all the menus do say Thai milk tea. I passed it, I was saying earlier, I was like, it says Thai milk tea. So
Is it because it's Thai tea?
yeah, I think so, because it's like different. Anyway, it's been cold. Pai has been amazing, but this trip here is so beautiful, so stunning. We've not done any videos because it's so cold. We're all wrapped up with masks on and scarves. But yeah, so this morning we swapped our bike. We went to the Aya service, and thankfully they had a bike for us, so we were able to give back our 125 lemon and get a 150 automatic as well. And oh my goodness, what a difference! Like, so this journey in this direction to get here has been so steep and so many curves. So the problem is with the other bike, you could never get any momentum because you always had to slow down, take a curve. Did so much of it in like first and second gear. I honestly think if we'd still had that bike, I don't think we would have made it up that first hill.
I don't want to think about it.
Which then means that would have like messed up our day completely, because we would then have to drive back, get another bike if possible, because the bike place like sells out of bikes really early in the morning. We went for the opening today at like 8 a.m. and everyone was just there like, do you have bikes, do you have bikes? Even yesterday we had people and they're like, no more bikes left. We've seen other people who went to get a bike and couldn't get one, then go to all the other, we passed them in the town like trying to find one. So it would have been really bad.
Honestly, we would have had to drive back and I think just get a bus back.
So a few things we've noticed that are different between Thailand and Vietnam is, one, that you pay extra for ice here. Like an ice drink costs more money.
Too
Like this
pricey.
place we're in right now is 30 for the Thai milk tea hot and 40 for it being with ice, which is pretty same everywhere, which makes sense because ice costs money. And you look at, like in these hot countries especially, the amount of ice that gets delivered.
Yeah, it's true.
Because it's not like you freeze it yourself. I don't even know if they do that in the West, not in a restaurant or a cafe. They would buy the ice, but it's a cost. But in Vietnam, it's not extra for ice at all.
Oh, they add ice to everything.
Yeah, I mean, you go to 7-Eleven or a shop, you can buy a cup of ice, but it's only like 5 dong, 50 dong, I can't remember prices now. 5 dong. Yeah, 5 dong.
Well, $5,000.
Yeah, 5,000 dong. Yeah, that's
10,000.
So it's
Not
getting
even
confused.
10,000. 5,000. Which is like, what, 20 cents?
Yeah, so that's been a noticeable difference here, which is another thing that makes Vietnam pretty awesome. That like they don't ever charge you extra for ice, which I'm kind of like, you probably should, but don't.
Don't watch this video,
No,
Vietnam.
don't do that. Another few things that are different. So obviously in Vietnam they have pictures and posters of Ho Chi Minh everywhere, the father of Vietnam, I guess. I've never really heard him being called that, but I guess you could call him that. Whereas here, Uncle Ho. Whereas here, the king, they have a monarch, and they like love the king. So it's just pictures of the king everywhere, like in the end of roads, in every shop. There's one around here. So it's like same but different, to use a phrase that is used in Thailand, I think.
Well, just an obvious one we were talking about on the bike is like they have a completely different script. So in Vietnam, even if you don't speak Vietnamese, you can recognize words because it's familiar Western script. But here, obviously, Thai is a completely different script. So I don't know if long-term expats can recognize Thai words, but for us, it's really hard to, unless it's in English or in English writing. We wouldn't be able to recognize or see what things say.
It is such a stark difference, right? Because in Vietnam, we don't speak our language much, but we recognize words and you know what it means. And there is also English everywhere in Vietnam. Whereas on the road, like you said, there's a couple of signs that are all in Thai. And so even in Vietnam, we can kind of understand the Vietnamese on the road signs because we've seen them so much. So we know that it means slow down or whatnot. Whereas here, so that's a big difference. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like pretty indecipherable at first. Like many languages that don't use the English, not the English, sorry, Western script. All right, we're gonna get back on the road because we got to get going to make sure we get a bus, which I'm sure we will, but let's keep going. And then we'll show you some of this road on the way. It's pretty crazy. All right, let's go. This is how cold it is getting wrapped up. I put my neck scarf on. I got my pollution mask, not for the pollution, but for the cold air. Keep my nose a bit warmer. Wrapped up. Adrie's wrapped up. Right, ready to go. So we're at Thingamajiggy Coffee Roastery.
We went to Rabbit.
Well, we went to Rabbit. but that one's called Thingamajiggy. That is a great word. That's like a Scottish word, is it not? Anyway, we had a quick stop, a half an hour out of Chiang Mai. Had a quick stop at the couple of coffee shops here. Stunning views, like all around here. So, on to Chiang Mai, and then bus to Chiang Rai. One of the things we've noticed, a big difference between here and Vietnam, is the lack of helmets. And I know Hanoi might be different to Saigon, but in Saigon, pretty much everyone wears a helmet. It's questionable for many of them whether they are actually safe because they look like tiny pieces of plastic. But what we've noticed here is a lot of people don't wear helmets at all. I don't know if it's against the law or they just don't do it. And obviously if you go to any local place in Saigon, like District 2 or District 4, you'll see lots of people driving about without helmets, but generally they're going short distances. You never see anyone on a highway like this or a road like this. Whereas all the time, and especially in Pai, which makes a little bit of sense, driving around the Pai centre and not wearing a helmet, but we saw a lot of tourists, so many tourists just driving about with no helmets on. This woman in front of me that I'm just showing, she has a helmet attached to the back of her bike, but is driving down a 2-lane highway without wearing it. So that always just absolutely baffles me when someone would not wear a helmet. But there you go, there's another difference between Vietnam and Thailand. No helmet, no helmet. Foreigner with no helmet, no helmet. So I just asked ChatGPT, and it is mandatory for both the passenger and the driver of motorbikes to wear a helmet. They obviously don't enforce it here because so many people don't do it. We're on the bus to Chiang Rai, from Chiang Rai. Those names are not confusing at all, like Hanoi and Hoi An.
Yeah.
Which are constantly mixed up.
Literally one letter.
We made it to Chiang Rai. Pretty nice view to start, these pink neon trees. So bus journey was pretty uneventful. There was one part where I thought the bus was going off the side of the road. I think you might have been sleeping for that part. It seemed to hit the rumble strips, which was a bit scary.
Oh, you're talking me?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, apart from that, it's fine. One thing though Adrie had read, thankfully, is it's freezing on the bus. They have the aircon blasting, so luckily we took our jackets. If you're ever getting the bus, make sure you bring warm clothes because they will blast the aircon. You get free snack, free water. Don't think they gave free Wi-Fi. I didn't even look.
No, everyone has like
nothing like that, but it's good. We're here in 3 hours, and there's another night market. Checked in, dropped our stuff off. It's 15 degrees right now, which is 9 degrees less than normal, right? On this day on average.
Yeah, usually it's in the high 20s.
And every bar we passed so far is outdoor, like open to the air, which means it's going to be cold if we want to have a beer. And we saw someone selling Guinness already, which I'm going to have a Guinness because we don't get Guinness in Saigon on tap anywhere apart from one bar in Hanoi. But one of the best things to do, one of the things to do is go to the clock tower. So we're here at the clock tower, which happens to just be 170 meters from our hotel, and there's going to be a light show in 20 minutes, but I don't think we're going to stand on the street corner.
I think we're going to look for a 7-Eleven.
So we're reminded one of the other big differences between Vietnam and Thailand is it kind of smells bad here. It's like that in Bangkok when we've been. Chiang Mai wasn't, no, yeah, it was pretty bad there. Pai wasn't too bad. The reason is they kind of have like covered open sewers, if that makes sense. So all the wastewater comes out and it's covered with concrete, but it's not in a pipe as far as I can tell. So you can smell it, so you often get these wafts of putrid smell, which is disgusting. And in Saigon, unless you're like behind a dump truck or you're next to a dumpster, it generally doesn't smell in Saigon, I don't think. Right?
No, not the way it does in Thailand.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. It
Not like sewage.
yeah, and it kind of smells like sewage here, so here's another plus for Vietnam.
It's not a competition, or is it?
No, we just know Vietnam. It's not a competition because Vietnam's better, of course. Thing says a traditional Thai monument, like having a Pizza Hut right behind it, right next to it. And then what is that? A French cafe. But we read that lots of people, as you can see across the
I just
tourists
noticed
and
that.
locals come out to see this. And it was only built in 2008, which is crazy. It's like not that long ago. I just expect everything you see is like 400 years old.
Yeah. It's very pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Super intricate and ornate.
And it's to honour the king. Is that what it was?
King Rama the Ninth.
Oh, it's starting. So it goes for 10 minutes, which is quite long. Don't worry, I'm not going to film this whole thing for 10 minutes. Oh, there we go, it's starting. Bang on 8 o'clock. It's like clockwork on a clock tower. Crazy. Kind of weird because the music comes from like over there, not from the clock tower.
Even much better from here either.
Alright, we've stumbled across a food that we have not had yet before on this trip. It's one of our favourites. Chicken satay. Like chicken satay skewers. Oh, they're cleaner up.
No, they got
more. How many we get? Look, we can get 50 if we want. Oh my god, this looks amazing. Is it like all your hopes and dreams?
Yeah,
Such thin pieces of chicken. Like, I don't mean that in a bad way.
you have to get some of the cucumber. Yeah, some cucumber.
They're pretty good. Are you going to feed me one?
No.
How did you add this stuff to it?
I used a skewer.
Easier when you don't have a camera in your hand.
It's not that hard. And then use your skewer to get. Right?
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yep.
Alright, I gotta go eat some more. We absolutely demolished that. How good was that?
Really good. I'm licking the plate.
Now I see why they sell them in lots of 50. You could easily demolish 50.
We only got 10, we should have gotten 20. But we have more night market to get to.
Yeah. Alright, let's go to the other night markets.
Want it?
Choose beer or night markets. Guinness or night markets. Alright, we're going for a Guinness. It's about the same temperature as Ireland.
Later, 1 minute later.
We just ordered 2 pints of Guinness and Adrie had the gall to look at me and say, "You're getting a pint?" As if you can get Guinness in less than a pint. But let's see how it travels all the way from Ireland to Chiang Mai. Better than Hanoi, I heard.
We have that.
you very much. That was pretty damn good. It's been so long I can't remember what it's meant to taste like, but it is very smooth and it tastes really good. It's like proper football turnstiles to get in and out of the bathroom. Oh, this way. That is amazing. 3 baht, like 1 cent to use the bathroom. It's basically an old football turnstile. This is our first tom yum soup since we got here, which is one of our favourites. Would you say that? If it doesn't have prawn, all the Thai food is good. Which we've already said in this video, we think that Thai food is probably better than Vietnamese food. I'll take by that face, it's good.
Stop watching me.
It's good.
It's weird that we get plates, not bowls. That's what you want on a cold night, though.
Well, that's the other reason we got tom yum soup and not pad thai or anything else. It is cold tonight. Woo. Oh, you can warm your... That's too hot for your hands. It's gonna warm your cockles. Let's go.
Next week.
And then we just stumbled across this.
I knew we were coming here.
Did you?
I'm no archaeologist, as you would know. Why the hell do you know that from this? Oh my god!